Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for choosing Let's Just Talk About It, where if you could think about it, we could talk about it. And let's just say that no subject is really safe around here. We do not profess to be any experts on any type of subject. We just give our, can I say our Fifth Amendment on this? Like, we speak our mind.
The Fifth Amendment, the honesty that we can have and approve.
Yeah, so yeah, that's that. So I'm your host today, Mr. AMBII, for those who already don't know. And then we got today
your boy Chef King, always.
Chef King, man. So today we got a very special guest today. Dashawn Benton is supposed to be coming in. Really good friend. And you guys stay tuned later on for that. But I don't think you would be here for that though, right?
Nah, gotta go to work. For now.
For now?
For now.
For now?
For now.
For now. And then we also have another host on the show. Y'all already familiar with him, Mr. Jamal Hurd, B. Hurd. Unfortunately, he's having some personal technical difficulties with his communication system. So we'll have him on the next show. But shouts out to B. Hurd and B. Hurd movement. I'm really proud of everything that he has going on.
Yep.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. Pierre, can you go ahead and kick it off with the news today?
All right, so local news. There's been a lot of shootings going around. Currently, recently, in the past week, there's been a shooting at a Subway with a gentleman didn't get enough mayo on his sandwich and decided to retaliate with violence. This is very typical times. Make sure you protect yourselves out there. Please be safe. Make good choices and options. Another topic is that abortion is now a thing. So you can't do abortions anymore. It's tough. You got to be responsible for what you do in your life and in upcoming. Please be protected. Make smart choices. Also, just be wise with your decisions.
And the guy that shot somebody over some mayo, like, it's sad that somebody has to go to work and
fear.
It's like you don't even think about something like that. Like, I'm gonna get shot for putting too much mayonnaise
on a sandwich, bro. You just make a new sandwich.
So I'm so sorry for the family out there, man. That is really, really sad. And then this abortion thing is like, I think they won't allow women to get any more abortions, period.
Yeah.
Even if they got raped or something.
Nothing. Can't do it no more. Period. Point blank. Period.
Damn.
Rough. Yeah.
What if it would kill them though? Like, what if the baby would on the inside would it'll cause serious health complications? Then you would have to get an abortion because I know some women actually have to do that.
I'm pretty sure there's guidelines and rules they have to follow with that certain procedure. If that comes to a life and death situation, then yes. But right now, the regular people, no.
Well, I appreciate you, Mr. Chef King. Chef King for the news today, man. So this is going to be your news guys right here. So all the hottest facts and the topics in which that's going on, then that's who's going to be taking care of you for now on in every episode. All right, so moving on, man. Hey, bro, I actually have a clip, but I didn't put it on the computer. I just thought about it. It's a clip of this man. This is what I wanted to talk about today.
Yeah.
So if you have a baby mom with a whole bunch of children, are you obligated to take care of the other children? And the only reason I'm asking that is because there's this clip, and it's not my first time seeing something like this, where the father, he brings McDonald's and he's feeding his son. But the mother is mad at him because he doesn't bring food for the other kids. But that's the thing. The other kids are not his kids.
Yeah.
So it's like, at what point do you just be because I already know that he's frustrated. But as a mother in that situation, at what point do you just let up? The kid don't already stay with him. He already on child support. And you just giving him more crap because he brought his son some McDonald's and not the other kids?
But I recently seen the same video too. But he brought his kid McDonald's almost every single day.
Oh.
Yes, it was not one time, it was frequently he was bringing his son McDonald's. I mean, you doing that, I can only afford but one child.
Children are expensive.
And everything is expensive now. Like gas, probably gas to get there, they probably live about 30, 45 minutes away from each other.
Yeah.
That's gas alone, every single day. Then you're thinking about, okay, now I got to order his favorite foods, and now I got to come spend some time real quick.
Yeah.
And I'm still probably got a high bill myself. One bedroom apartment in Atlanta is like $1,300.
Shoot, my apartment is $1,000. That's not including lights.
And who knows the type of job he has? He probably don't have the regular job. Mm-hmm. To stay afloat, he probably working at, I don't know, FedEx or something like that, and barely pushing paper.
Barely. And that's the thing, though. It's just like, bro, it's like, the mom, what are you doing?
Exactly.
Like, what are you doing? Because I know in the video she said, I don't get my food stamps until next week. But that's the thing, though. It's like, he said that. That's not my problem. That's not my problem. And that's the crazy thing, is because that's like, I feel like I'm blessed to not have children at the age that I'm at now, because I feel like it's not an attack against the women. So women, this is not Mr. AMBII attacking you, but we can say our generation of women are kind of screwed up a little bit. Everyone's so quick to put somebody on child support and say, oh, I'm a single mother and I work hard. Now, granted, there are single mothers out there that actually had some real messed up stuff happen to them. But it's a lot of single mothers that put themselves in that position.
True.
They push away the father. And because all the guys that I know and worked with, especially in the work world, a lot of them care about their child. A lot of them do try to do a lot, but their baby moms won't allow them to,
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, true.
Man, so shout out to all the fathers out there. So, hey, look, man, you're not obligated to feed nobody else's kids.
But I could say, if you want to take a smart option, get them a pack of noodles or some ground beef. Bless them with something sometimes, not all the time, sometimes. You ain't got to be every single day, but a pack of noodles, a little big box. Yeah. Hey, that feed you for 2-3 days. Hey, she can figure something else after that.
Yeah, because the noodles are pretty cheap, man. You can probably get 4 boxes of that for like $10, right?
$10, man.
Like 4 boxes. So that'd be
a sandwich or something. Sandwich.
Yeah. But if it's like, okay, let's say if I was in a position to have a wife, I would still make the other kids jealous a little bit of my son. It's just the petty in me. I would bring the I'll bring the noodles. I'll help out with that, but it's not my obligation to it. So if I do it, don't hold me to it every single time. But I would be the dad to bring you a Big Mac. You know what I'm saying? And then other kids gonna have to hey, if you want to share with them, share with them. But daddy don't got money to buy you and your rest of your clan members something. But those are my brothers, and that's what she said too. She was like,
those are his siblings.
Those are his siblings. But he came back with a good mark though. He's like, but those are your children. That's my son. Yeah. So man, you ain't obligated to feed.
And then he asked, where the video cut off was, where the other baby daddies at? Then it cut off right there, because she ain't had no answer for that. He did. Oh, she did get quiet when he said that. Where the other baby daddy? He did have a point on that one. Hey man, moving forward, man, we're gonna have to start playing these clips live so we can actually play the video from now on. That's my mistake, man. I just meant to throw it on the laptop. I completely forgot about it. But that's all I wanted to talk about, is just basically hey man, if you have a child and your baby mom is expecting for you to provide for all the other kids, that's not your responsibility. Your responsibility is for that child and that child only. Even down to the arguments, man. If you're arguing in front of the child sees that, So y'all gotta cut that out and look out for the child. And if you're going to look after, would you agree, if you're going to look after everyone else, maybe don't do it all the time, But that's out of the goodness of your heart, though. Do the way your paper flows. That's all I gotta say. Do the way your paper flows. You can afford to feed other children, do it. But you can't afford to feed the other children every single time. You gotta have an understanding with the significant other. I can't feed everybody every single time. But I can feed them this time. Maybe next time. After that, you gotta work with me. I'm trying. Yeah. Please.
Because at the end of the day, I don't think nobody hates kids. Period. Kids are
nobody hates kids. It's just
expensive.
Expensive, and it's okay. In my mindset, I gotta worry about mines first. I'm gonna feed mines first. Okay, if I got something left over with other bills and other things I gotta do the rest of the week. Yeah. Then I can squeeze y'all in.
Yeah, you're right.
You just got to budget and kind of schedule it out better. Yeah. Other than just go for, feed you now.
That does make sense. And I like how you said, man, go the way your paper flow. If you got it like that, then, maybe you should get checked if you just bringing your child.
He had a fresh drip on. I was like, bro look kind of fresh, though.
Man, he looked like a working man.
But his car wasn't there, so I was like, all right, maybe he ain't got it, but he got it.
But if you somebody like Moneybag Yo,
Yeah, future money.
Future,
yeah, of course.
If
you better feed all them 13 kids you got.
Yeah, like, I mean, come on now. Like, if you're gonna look after, if that's the case, then if you have that much money and you're trying to get your child something to eat, then in that case, just take that one child out to eat.
Yeah.
Don't bring no food back. Just get that child and go out to eat. And if you're gonna look after everyone else, then maybe stop by. Hey, what you want? What your brother and sister like? They like.
It's kind of like what you want. It's kind of like, I'm gonna bring something. You gotta eat it regardless, because like I'm paying for it.
Yeah.
Don't matter what you really want, what you really like. If that's all I can afford, you gonna get it.
Hey man, that's something I wanted to throw in this conversation too. I mean, it's a little off topic, but you're talking about kids and food, and what you just said made me think about when I used to work at McDonald's.
Yeah.
And bro, man, one of my biggest pet peeves, bro, was not women, but just parents letting their children order the food and they barely could talk.
I never got a chance to order my own food as a kid.
Me neither. Like, I was like always kind of like in a position to where it was just like, maybe Pops was gonna give me some chicken nuggets, or maybe I might get a mac chicken. It was always one of the two. It was never anything outside of that. Hey man, I'm in the microphone. I'm listening. Hey man, I take your order today. Thank you for choosing McDonald's. For that, he's like, can I have a chicken nugget?
What?
Huh? Hey, big man. You know you gotta be nice to the kids. It's still cute, but it's not when you have 12 cars behind you, and I just cleared like 20 before you. So now you're holding up the flow because little Miss chicken nugget. How many chicken nuggets you want? Sweet sour. Well, it's good. You know you want your sauce. Pepsi. We don't have no more Pepsi. And then the parents have the nerve to like, oh, he's only 2. Then tell his 2-year-old ass sit back down in that car seat and you pick. And another thing is when you're in drive-thru too as well is that I hate it when people don't have their order together.
Bro, I hate that. I swear to God, my brother was always like that. But it's the same menu every single time,
bro.
Every single time. What do you want to eat?
They didn't get mad at me because I'm the one like, ma'am, sir. What would you like today? Can you hurry this up, please? God damn, can I make my order? I'm like,
it's the same food every single day.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you go to McDonald's, Burger King, Chick-fil-A,
Wendy's.
Wait, hold on. They don't even play that mess at Chick-fil-A though.
I mean, Chick-fil-A, you better know what you want. I mean,
because them boys be in there and in and out like
they be in your face. Excuse me, what you want to order? How may I help you today? I'm like, okay. Can I get number 1?
Sometimes they know your order before you know it. Yeah,
it's like I go to the same Chick-fil-A every time, so it's like the same people there. So I'm like, all right, so number 1.
So I mean, man, look, it's very, very annoying, ladies and gentlemen, when you do not know what it is that you want. If you're going to McDonald's, Burger King, the menu is the same. You know, they got chicken nuggets, they got the whatever, the Big Buford, whatever they got. Just get it. And if you don't have it, then take your ass out of line and go sit somewhere until you get your stuff together, or go inside.
Do mobile order.
Mobile, bingo,
bam.
There you go, and you get a lot of points for that. People be overlooking that. Now, I mean, really, it'd be the old heads overlooking it, but I mean, even do that.
It'd be some stuff that be free.
Yeah, because if I had to run my own chain, man, I would have zero tolerance for people who don't know what they want. I can see if it's like a JJ Fish or something. But even because you even still have enough time to pick what it is that you want by the time you get to the front.
Yeah, because you're standing in line. Yeah.
So mom and pop shops, that's different. But if you're going to McDonald's, Checkers, Burger King, bruh,
you should know what you want.
Shit. And everyone comes with the same. I don't know if it'd be a memo out there, but every time like it'd be like, y'all still got the 2 for the 3? Okay, I can get that, but it just seemed like everybody just asked the question all at one time. But we kind of got off topic, but the parents, if your children, ladies, if you have children and the man is not the father of all those children, please respect the fact that he is taking care of his child. If you really think about it, that not many men that wants to take care of their kids. They will leave the mother and she'll have to raise them on her own. So if you have a king, a brother, someone that is like standing up with his responsibility, be a little bit more compassionate towards what it is that he's trying to do. Those kids are your responsibilities. Where's those fathers at? And you need to go check with them. That's all I got to say on this subject. Hey, Pete, let's go ahead and move on to what it is that you're trying to bring in the mix, man.
Well. I want to talk about the upbringing of technology in video games and sports when in youth. Like growing up, when we used to play basketball, football, play video games, I finally realized that it kind of helps us progress to be more smarter in life. Like when you're playing Madden, you have all these different selections and play options. It's like, dang, I'm really at a young age, like 11, 10, really going through these play options in my head. Okay, I want to go left, go right. I need to look at this person for 3 seconds. Stay in the pocket for 5 seconds. I got to throw the ball right now. Like all that we done at a young age pretty much helped us be more smart and be more creative in life, to be greater people. So I'm really
teaching
trying
kids
to say,
how to be killers too.
Yeah, true. Grand Theft Auto. What I'm really trying to say is like video games and sports is really beneficial to kids at a young age, to be early development, to like read, learn, cognitive, pretty much skills. It helps. It really did help me a lot in life. I just realized that like one day I was like, bro, I've been blessed.
So you're saying that games help the youth with their cognitive skills?
Like reading, writing, visual skills, like even active sports. Like you got to be on a different mindset. You have to think so quickly. Yeah. Because games move so quickly. It's like live and unlive. Like they're using so much part of your brain. It's like, dang, we're really developing geniuses right now.
Yeah. Do you also think that it could also have a negative effect too?
It has a negative effect, but right now we're going to focus on all positive.
Okay, we're going positive. Well, I can see that. I can see that because, I mean, even when we was in school, bro, like, we would call them the nerds. They was always the ones that was the best at the games. Like, they knew the gadgets to have. Like, because I remember when PSP was hot.
Oh, yeah, I had that, yeah.
Yeah, so it was one of the things where either your parents had money and you were just cool and you had a PSP to play, like, Madden or something.
Yeah.
But then there's the other aspect of it where this is a nerd and he's a hardcore gamer. He has more than Madden. And then on top of that, he's hacking the internet and like
learning how to look up some stuff. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. So those guys later on in life, they become pretty successful. I have noticed that. Like, I mean, I've been out of school for like 10 years now.
Yeah.
And I have seen a lot of people like that. But another thing that I wanted to touch on, do you think that would help them, like not just the nerds, but like all children, this Call of Duty game, and they say they want to go to the military? You think that would be an actual depiction of what they would go through and would that actually prepare them?
They make it more like real life training, like the positions and you got to do this to duck down. You got to make sure you're watching out this way. You know what I'm saying? You teach you the angles of, okay, if I'm really in the building, I do have to stand on the wall, come out, look, I'm looking, bing, bing, okay, cool, I hit him, keep running. Oh, you hear like the bomb sound, you got to duck, run, be on the move.
I would say this much is that pilots, they have like a simulation. Yeah, I
had a friend, he's actually a pilot now. He was doing the pilot simulations like in middle school.
Okay.
And I'm like, bro, this man is doing this since middle school and did it really a pilot now. So I'm like, that's really manifestation where you stick your mind to something and you learn and develop everything. You got it.
Yeah. So, I mean, hey, man, the simulation could be chalked up to as a video game. Yeah. To some people, you know. So yeah, I mean, I'm more for it. Like, I would let my kids play video games and stuff like that, but I would have a limit, like a cutoff time. Yeah. And then even some of the games that they play, because some of these games are pretty racist, bro. Like, if you really listen to it, like we overlook it because we played the games, but if you ever paid attention to San Andreas, like that old GTA, that shit was really racist, bro. Like, if you really paid attention to the remarks that was made in there, the different things that...
Yeah, but at that point in time, I was more like,
fuck it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what?
Yeah.
Bow, you're dead. Like, you gonna die right now, bro.
Yeah.
Kiss
So,
these hands.
I would say that much. When it comes down to that, I would just monitor what type of games they would play. You know, and like, cause I mean, if my kid is like 7 years old, I don't want to play Grand Theft Auto right now. You know,
True.
Cause I mean, all the stuff like we know what Grand Theft Auto is. There's all the stuff in there, but a boxing game, like to let them play boxing, racing games. That's what we did. We played racing games a lot.
I was highly skilled at those racing games, bro.
Speaking of games, you just brought something back to my memory. You remember Disney Channel Online?
Mm-hmm.
Like when you go and play Kim Possible.
The Rufus with the snowboarding. Yeah.
Bro. Man, you'll catch me in the library, bro, at school. That's all I'll be doing. I'm supposed to be doing my assignment. I'm on level 7 with Kim Possible. I'm trying to beat this laser.
I'm making nachos.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is the topic for these two topics that we have today. So these are the topics in which that we do have for today, ladies and gentlemen. We will be next up will be the Dashawn Benton interview, and we'll be having some good stuff. And until the next time we speak, thank you for choosing. Let's just talk about it.
Blessings.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is part 2 of the podcast. Let's just talk about it. Where if you could think about it, we could talk about it. And today we have my boy Dashawn Benton. Hey, man, bro. First thing first, bro. It's been so long.
Right, bro. Over a decade, right?
A decade? We getting old, bro.
Man, we getting old, bro.
We getting real old. But hey, bro, for the most part, bro, you looking good, taking care of yourself, man. Let's see a little bling on that.
Yeah, man.
What we got going on over there? We winning championships now?
Yeah, bro. We working, man.
We
That's
working?
one thing we doing, man. We're playing, we're producing, and we're reaping that prosperity. You know, God is good all the time. So I like to give it fair most to Him.
Okay. God first. Always got to keep God first.
Of course.
So, all right, man. So I've been doing a little bit of research because we haven't spoken in a long time. So over here is East Carolina Pirates football.
Yes.
That's where you at now?
Yeah. Well, that's where I played in college.
In college?
Yeah. So it was about 2013 through 2017. I actually did not finish my degree 2017. I actually had an opportunity with our school. It was actually a blessing where I was able to actually leave for my pro day draft training.
Yeah.
So I was able to actually come back down to Atlanta. I live with Patrick, one of my good buddies over there.
Oh yeah, my boy Patrick in the house, boy. Patrick. A little bit about Patrick, man. We used to call him Little Mike Vick back in the good old days, man. He had that little arm on him.
Yeah, he did.
All right, that's what's up, though, man. It's good to see everybody reconnected and stuff like that. So, Dashawn, the fact that you have been sticking with football for so long, we want to get a couple of interview questions of you, and then to see how we go from there. But for those who really know Dashawn, he has a nickname. And what's your nickname?
Oh, they call me Booby.
Why did they call you Booby, bro? Like, I didn't even understand that when we was younger.
If I'm gonna be honest, I mean, I used to watch Friday Night Lights religiously. It was every day, every single day. So I knew every single line in the movie and whatnot. And I actually I admired Booby Miles, the character in the movie.
Miles?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was unfortunate how he got hurt, but besides that, he was a great, tremendous athlete.
How did he get hurt again? I had been a long time since I watched that, man.
I think he may have hit the backup helmet, and that's why he got hurt, because he went back inside the team. They were blowing the team out that they played. He tried to make a cut, reversing field, and when he did that, there's a linebacker D-end there, and they messed his knee up, tore his ACL. During that time period, you tear your ACL, your career pretty much is over it.
Okay.
I mean, the technology and things of that nature, medications weren't as strong and wasn't as good as now. So it's definitely been progress in every area of life right now, as you can see.
Yeah.
But get back on the topic. I told some of my teammates to start calling me Booby. I didn't want to be called Dashawn anymore. No more. And they were like, "Man, I'm not calling you Booby." I guess I had to earn it, right?
Yeah.
So my first high school varsity game actually didn't go so well. My coach was actually allowed me to choose my jersey number, which was I told him I wanted 4. And I was a starting safety and a starting receiver. I didn't play as well. I dropped a touchdown, and I think I may have even dropped an interception or missed a tackle or something of that sort. And after that game, Coach Ronnie Millins addressed me in front of the whole team, bro, and it was so embarrassing.
He gave you the business.
Oh my goodness, he told me that if he was like I don't know why I gave you before. He said I'll give you number 99. He said he was like, you played so bad, I'm gonna send you back down to JV. You gonna be the only junior on JV. I'm like, whoa, that's crazy.
Going from varsity to
man,
JV.
What? That hit me right there. That hit me for real, and that actually made me it made me look at this as opportunity to prove to him, prove to the players, everybody that didn't really truly believe in me and my goals. So that next game I came out, we played Blessed Trinity. And we had lost previously that year to Blessed Trinity.
Blessed Trinity.
Yes. We went to Blessed Trinity. They beat us, 17-14, I believe, when we had Damian Swan. So, he actually went to the league, man. Yeah, I know. Played with the Saints, yeah.
It's about you, but I do want to question. Did he date T.I.'s daughter?
I think he did. He may have did, but I think he may have did.
Okay. So you was playing with Damian Swan and hawking them, right?
Yeah. That was our sophomore year, and we were pretty good that year as well.
Okay.
That year when we played them, we were
really
good.
Yeah. Undefeated, right?
Yeah. Well, almost. Were we undefeated that time period? Or we lost one game?
We got cheated against Blessed Trinity, and then we won the rest of the games, and then we lost to Peach County in the quarterfinals. But
before that, were we undefeated before Blessed Trinity game? Is what I'm asking.
I mean, Blessed Trinity was the second game of the season.
Okay, so technically we were undefeated.
Okay, cool. Because
1-0, and then we played Blessed Trinity.
Hey, it wouldn't be football if someone had to cheat you out of something, though, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It definitely wouldn't be. But yeah, they cheated us out that game. We lost that game. So Coach. That next year when we had to play Blessed Trinity at Grady High School, Coach actually was he was concerned, and we were a young team coming up, so I actually came out on fire. It was hot. I dominated that game, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you ever seen Mr. Benton play, man, when he is hot, he is hot. It's hard to cool him off. A little bit too hot, man. But yes. Hey, Dashawn, I got a question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
So,
talk to me, Elijah.
So this is where I want to know. Remember when we was in high school?
Right.
Economics class.
I do.
You remember that?
I do.
I'm sitting because this is leading up to the question, but I want to tell the people a real quick story. So it was at one point where I quit playing football.
I remember that.
Yeah, I quit playing football. I decided it wasn't for me, and we was in class, economics class, and what was her name? Miss Goodwin.
Miss Goodwin.
She was pretty racist too.
Yeah. I didn't do too much like Miss Goodwin myself.
So she asked a question. I raised my hand. I got the question right. The whole class was like quiet and shocked. But then you turned and looked at me. And what did you say to me?
Oh boy, that is very questionable. I can't. But that is ridiculous.
You said he's like, you shook your head. And he's like, what a waste of potential.
I can't believe I said that.
No, because I mean I knew where you was coming from. I didn't take it personally at all. I didn't take it no bad way because I remember me and you at one point were like steroids number 1, steroids 2, freshman year.
Was working, bro.
We was putting in that work, and to be honest with you, we was sticking with each other.
Yeah.
But I just found that it wasn't for me. So when you said that, it's like this leads up to the question is, what would you say to those who are putting in work on and off the field, but they're not necessarily where they want to be or even where like you're at right now?
Well, man, success is a journey, man. I think that a lot of people, especially with what's going on right now with our society and the government system, with all this social media things, everyone comparing themselves to one another, which that's not what we're meant to do. We're not meant to compare each other. We all have our own race, and once you figure out who you are and what you want, and you can separate yourself from everybody. God made us and created us all differently, So we all different. We all have our own gifts in a different disguise. You have a gift. I have a gift. And as you stated, you found out at an early age that football really wasn't what you wanted to pursue.
Yeah.
And somehow, look at you. You know what I'm saying? Look at you now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody got a different journey, and once you find that journey and you believe and you have faith in what you believe in, and you work hard and go through whatever it is, and you have a no excuse mentality. You're just willing. You're demanding to the universe, hey, this is what I want, and I'm going to get it by all means.
You owe me reparations. But outside of stuff, I'm still here with you, man.
Yes, sir. But that's what I would tell him, man. Lean on God, because you're going to go through some things. You're going to experience some situations that are going to be a little bit, seem like they're out of hand and too much for you to handle. You just got to be able to give it to God, give that to God, focus on the things that you can control, and just put one foot down and keep moving forward, because that's all happiness is. Happiness also is a choice, and it's progress, man. Everybody want to move forward.
And I'm noticing that this version of Dashawn is getting a lot of glory to God. Like,
of course.
I like that, bro.
Yes, sir.
I mean, I remember when we were younger, you was never a bad person. You was never evil in your heart, but you probably mentioned about God like 12 times.
I was selfish back then. I was entitled.
Were you really though?
Man, yes, I was.
You was a little bit of what's the word that I'm looking for? You was a little cocky.
Cocky.
A little cocky.
Okay.
But I don't want to say selfish because
I wouldn't look at it as cocky, and you got to think about in the atmosphere we were in,
Yeah.
in the environment we were in. We're in high school. Like, kids are mean, man. Kids are mean.
Yeah,
And
we were a little cutthroat.
so I felt like I had to, speak up and be the voice for myself. If nobody else gonna believe in me, I believe in myself. That's something my mom taught me. I asked her a question when I was 6 years old, about 8 years old. Actually, 8 years old. I was playing football, and I was asking my mother why were these coaches giving praise to these other players that I was outperforming. She was like, "Son, don't you worry about that. Leave that in God's hands."
Yeah.
And she was like, as long as you doing your best, that's all you need to know. You don't need no one else to toot your horn or give you a validation of who you want to be. You know who you are, and God created you to be everything that you believe you can be. So I took that and I ran with it. And in high school, I had to be vocal. Like, if somebody tell me I wasn't gonna do something, I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna do it. And I also I like Muhammad Ali. He taught this shit, and he backed it up. So it's like, that's something I looked at, and even Boobie Miles.
Miles, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Those guys are like people that I actually looked up to. But what I realized over that journey is I became too overwhelmed in myself, and I lost the bigger picture and why I started my journey. And my journey was to provide for my family, was to make a difference in our community, and to impact as many people's lives as possible through inspiring and doing the best that I can, and also just by motivating people and lifting people up when I can.
Man, I actually can testify on that one, because everywhere you are most definitely a light everywhere that you go. You know what I'm saying? Right. And even when we was on this team, we had one side where it was like the evil players, like the ones where right. Like you gonna get in some shit, right? And but then you had the other ones where it's like they're truly protected by God, and you was one of those guys. So
thanks, man.
So we're gonna move forward. We're pressed for a little bit of time right about now, but what I will ask is, let's just talk about it.
Let's talk.
And at the end of these interviews, man, I ask like a little crazy question.
Okay.
All right. So their question today is, would you date a stripper?
No.
Why not?
Okay. It's nothing towards that woman. I'm in a non-judgmental state, correct? Well, that's how I live my life. I don't judge people. I think everybody, like I said, everybody has a gift. Everybody do what they do.
Yeah.
But for me, that will go against me religiously, against my character and my integrity. So for me, with my religion, I wouldn't genuinely feel okay about that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And also in a state of I want my woman to be happy about what she's doing when she sees my child.
So like as a man, would you like would you take her? Well, would you take her out the strip club?
Could I take her out of the strip club?
Like,
could you take a? What was that old saying? You can't take a street woman and turn her into a housewife.
oh, you can't turn a hoe into a housewife,
right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I mean, bro, the thing is this: you can't change people. You know, you got to accept people for who they are, and that's by accepting people for who they are. You have to have an unconditional love for that person.
True.
And in my case, I have an unconditional, genuine love for that person. However, I know I cannot be associated with that person because it's gonna affect me in multiple different ways. As far as my child, me going out to, let's say public places.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And God, it's a group of guys, and it's just me. Now, and they say something disrespectful, or they do something out of actions disrespectfully based on circumstance or situation that they experienced at the nightclub with her.
Yeah.
That now genuinely puts me in a situation where I have to respond, and it could negatively impact my life and what I have going
And what
forward.
you got going on.
You know what I'm saying?
And I'm guessing with it's the same with the OnlyFans too.
Of course, I
Yeah.
can look. No,
But what if hold on? What if she just like have an OnlyFans and she just showing her feet?
I can't do it. Well, her feet. I mean, man, that's okay, I guess. But
Yeah, it's just her feet. She just she posts a couple pictures of her feet, make a couple thousand a month. You know.
hey, look, you know what it is? Some people out here that has foot fetishes.
Bro, I heard
So,
that. Actually, it's a thing, man.
Nah, it
I
is a
actually
thing.
heard it. I'm not into it. But.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm into that either, but you know, whatever floats your boat.
So for the most part, man, just protecting who you are and what you stand for. You would not date it, but you're not judging anybody.
Not yes, and it's more so for the family. It's for my family. Like I want her, and for her, I want her like to fully. I'm not saying that she's not respecting herself by dancing or doing whatever they're doing.
Everybody got different.
You know what I'm
ways.
saying? Everybody has different ways of making income. However, it's also a choice. You know what I'm saying? So you could choose to not do that because you want to. You don't want your child to see that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that's the ultimate thing for me. My child. Like we have a child. My child is gonna experience that. You know what I'm saying? And who's to say that if you're OnlyFans or you recording these things and your child hears something like that, or you out with your child and somebody come up to you from the strip club and they talking crazy to you, and then your child got to witness that. You know what I'm saying?
You know Kim Kardashian, the Ray J sex tape.
Of course.
That came back to haunt her with one of her kids.
Every time, you know, it's gonna come back. Like, and that's the one thing. Like, what happens in the dark always comes to the light. you know?
True.
And like, it's just
It is what
the
it
way
is.
of life. Yeah.
Well, you got to keep your nose clean on that one, man. And well, ladies and gentlemen, you already know Mr. Dashawn Benton. You want to shout out your social media and stuff, man?
Yeah.
Not that they don't already know, but go ahead.
You guys can follow me on Twitter at Betting on Booby. Follow me on Instagram, Betting on Booby. Snapchat is also Betting on Booby. Everything is Betting on Booby. I made that decision in 2020. I'm gonna start betting on myself.
I'm gonna have to put some bets on you too, then, man.
It's BETTINGON_BOOBIE.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right here. Most recent post. Nope, actually that's Instagram. Yeah, but I'm gonna get to Twitter too as well. Same thing, Betting on Boo.
Yes, sir, but without the underscore on Twitter.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's who we have today, Dashawn Benton, speaking on things from all the way from the field all the way down to just, personal moral values and stuff. If you want to find him, Betting_Booby. Until the next time, peace.
Deuces.